Well, imagine spending years not knowing where your loved one is or if they're even alive.
Well, that is the reality for nearly 1,000 families across our state who have had a relative disappear. One of those families is now leading an effort to change laws surrounding cold cases.
Fox 17 News' Kelly Avellino showing us what they're doing after suffering more than 2 decades of uncertainty.
Behind each of these near 1,000 faces in Tennessee is a story with no ending. Jennifer Wicks and her 2-year-old daughter Adrianna are 2 of those faces well recognized in Middle Tennessee. They disappeared 21 years ago from Robertson County, last seen by Jennifer's estranged boyfriend.
Our fight is not over.
Jennifer's mother, Kathy Nale, and sister, Casey Robinson, haven't relented in their search for answers, working with and without law enforcement.
It can go years without the family getting any notification from any law enforcement agency, and that could be a local or state, because there's other newer cases. Because the laws are not being addressed up front, this keeps happening.
Robinson is now petitioning to change state laws in how cold cases are handled and prosecuted, partnering with other families.
We're doing that because they can't ignore us in numbers, and there's so many cases.
Tennessee ranks 7th in the country for having the most missing person cases. Robinson sent this letter to state lawmakers outlining reforms that she hopes will be introduced in January's upcoming legislative session. One involves how often detectives review cold cases, and it would allow a family to request reassignment of a case to another law enforcement agency if there aren't enough resources.
Do you believe your case has sat for years without really being addressed by detectives?
Yeah, 100%.
Robinson also wants to change the statute of limitations for charges related to missing persons cases when no remains are found.
Missing persons cases and investigations should not follow the same law for statutes of limitation until someone's found.
With continued advancements in technology, detectives are breaking cold cases decades later. The Wicks disappearance saw a stunning development 2 decades later. In June, Nale filed a wrongful death lawsuit against her daughter's ex-boyfriend, Joey Benton, and his parents, Joseph and Cynthia Benton.
There is an admission.
The lawsuit says that Benton admitted to Nale that his father was involved in the murder of Jennifer and Adrianna and that he had assisted in hiding their bodies. Now, even if that was proven true, Benton could not be charged with disposing of a body since the statute of limitations for that offense in Tennessee is 2 years.
Those statutes of limitation, those statutes expire, and so no one can be charged.
Other changes would expand law enforcement's ability to execute a search warrant in a missing persons case, strengthen state databases for tracking missing people, and give funding for more liaisons between detectives and family members.
There just needs to be some sort of process that is followed, and right now there isn't one. And we think that's very important, especially for long-term cases like ours.
Now, if any of these potential laws are introduced next session, which begins on January 14th, we'll let you know first. Joey Benton and his mother Cynthia filed court documents denying all of the claims. And earlier this year, the father, Joseph Benton Sr., did not show up for probation and has been missing since. I'm Kelly Avellino for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.